Hi, and this part of the show is one of my favourites actually, because it's where we get to talk about. Take it away, Charlotte.
Kindness news.
So I'm not sure what I like the best. Either it's the cough that always comes before it, or the actual jingle itself. I mean, I can't imagine you saying kindness news without starting it like this. So maybe that should be part of the jingle, just the little cough at the start. But you've got more kindness news for us, right?
I do. So there was a photographer, Kesha Shonnet, I'm not sure how to pronounce that surname, hope I'm pronouncing it right, who was a mum of a 3 and a 4-year-old, and she was on a PATS plane when she heard a baby and a child crying and a toddler having what she called a meltdown. She realised that the mum had her hands full with 3 little ones, but rather than helping the mum, the passengers nearby huffed, puffed and complained.
Yeah. It's frustrating travelling with kids sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. And there was a woman complaining to this mother that her child needs to stop kicking her seat. So what she did is she went over and went a few rows and go ask her if she needs any help. And she immediately handed over her small child because she had her other 2 children. So this photographer, she went and sat down with the baby and it stopped crying and the plane took off. And she said this: "My point, be nice and considerate. If someone needs help, help them. How can we ignore a human in distress? Please be kind, please be considerate. Help one another, it makes everything easier."
See, I it's really interesting because I've been on both sides of that. So I've been travelling with you and Sophie. So that and I mean you've always been relatively well behaved on flights, but I've also seen kids be poorly behaved on flights. But as you say, instead of huffing and puffing, and to my shame, I've never actually done that. I've never actually turned around to someone and go, can I help you with your children? But actually turning around and saying, can I help? And being open enough to say, look, I'm just going to try and be the solution instead of part of the problem.
Yeah.
I think is an awesome thing to do.
I think the more people complain, the harder it is to kind of concentrate on your children, because the more people that are talking in your ears, the harder for you to actually understand what they're trying to say to you through the crying and the...
Yeah, I mean the fact that the mum just handed the child over worries me a bit, but the act of supporting a fellow human being in a time when they're obviously under a lot of pressure, stress and potential distress is quite a cool thing to do. So that is a really, really great story to share. Thank you for that, Charlotte.